Y'all ready for your history?
Get started.
Welcome.
Hi.
Hello, everyone.
To the Pro Audio Suite, thanks to RØDE microphones.
These guys are professional. They're motivated.
Introducing Robert Marshall from Source Elements and Someone Audio Post, Chicago. Darren Robbo Robertson from Voodoo Radio Imaging, Sydney. Tech to the VO stars, George the Tech Whittam from LA. And me, Andrew Peters, voiceover talent and home studio guy.
Line up, ladies!
Here we go.
Welcome to another Pro Audio Suite. Don't forget our Patreon if you'd like to sling a couple of cents our way. We certainly could do with it. Now, we had a post on our Facebook group, the Pro Audio Suite group, from CJ Ringwall. He loves the show, of course, told us all about himself, but he also posted a video. So if you want to go and check out our Pro Audio Suite group Facebook page, and you'll see his setup, which is quite interesting because it kind of follows on from what we discussed the other week with Nick and Christa about really what do you actually need based on the work you do. And the kind of work he does, I think he's actually done a really good job of setting himself up. What do you think?
Yeah, no, it's straight to the point. I agree with the entire less is more approach. I'm a big fan of that. The market he's working on, it sounds like it's appropriate to be processing your voice. I'll leave it at that. And yeah. And my only complaint is that he's not running a Mac.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
You did pick up on that, didn't you? Absolutely.
Yes.
I think you're exactly right, though. And I think that was kind of what we were hoping to get to in that episode with Nick and Christa, is that CJ isn't doing, TV and radio commercials day in and day out. He's doing on-hold messages for banks and e-learnings for hospitals and all that sort of stuff. So does he necessarily need $10,000 worth of studio bricks walls? Probably not. He looks like he's a gentleman more of our age, so he's probably got no kids at home. He doesn't need all that sort of stuff. So he's set up something that clearly works because he's getting plenty of work by the sounds of it, and not broken the bank at the same time. I think it's great.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say from a sound isolation, I'm not sure exactly where he lives, but if his neighbors aren't too close and there's not a lot of cars going by or whatever, I'm sure it works great, Certainly acoustically great.
Yeah. But you can get away with stuff, depending on what you do.
For sure.
Yeah, well, I mean, on the flip side, to be fair, we had concrete trucks here during the week, not at our house, but at a house across the road who's renovating. And, I did struggle with it a little bit, I'll be honest. But not that I was recording in here, but, they were certainly bouncing around. So I'm glad I wasn't recording, or Tanae wasn't recording that day.
I think for him, where he can actually work to his own timetable, then he can work around noise anyway. So that is not going to be an issue. Even if someone has got a leaf blower outside, he can wait until they're finished and then record. I think the only problem you have if you're doing commercials and you're working with clients down the line, then you can't stop because someone's got a leaf blower.
That's right.
So that's where you have to invest the money.
It's a little bit embarrassing.
Yes, indeed.
Robbo, I think I'm looking at your setup. Did you make those? They look like they're probably like 6-foot panels or
The ones on the walls? Yes, I did indeed.
Nice job.
Where did you find that?
Just wooden frames with, I don't know, on our Facebook page.
Yeah, they're wooden frames. Wooden frames with, what do you guys call it? The
rock wool.
Is it rock wool?
Yeah, you guys call it rock wool. It's called something else here. But yeah, inside. So yeah, and some nice material that I managed to find at one of the stores here somewhere.
Yeah.
Works nicely.
It's a nice little setup. And then what? Your desk is like bolted to the wall. Is that what keeps it up there, or is
no? My desk sits on. I built. There's on my left hand side is the rack, and on the right hand side is some drawers and stuff just for stationery and.
Oh, that's what's over there.
Microphones.
It looks like the wall.
Yeah, microphones and all that sort of stuff. So it pretty much runs the length of the wall. But yeah, I mean, I'm a bit of a woodworker on the weekends, so tinkering around building that stuff with is a bit of fun.
Oh, really? What wood do you?
Look, I use whatever I can get my hands on. The desktop. Well, I've made everything from a barbecue table out of old wooden pallets. And the desktop in here is made out of a hardwood that I got out of a barn that was being ripped down near one of my dad's mate's place.
There's nothing like working a bit of hardwood.
That's right. Exactly.
That's right. I don't think he caught up on that one.
No, exactly. We were laughing.
He went like right by it.
I missed it.
Right
Sorry. Went over my head.
I said, what kind of wood are you working? And you just like went on about like carpentry and everything else. And Andrew's like,
Yeah. Wouldn't be the first podcast that I've been laughed at about that on either.
And it probably won't be the last.
It probably won't be the last. No, exactly. But then again, there you go. That's the nice thing too. Is it's great to walk into this room and look around and go, you know what? I actually built this.
Yeah.
it looks really cozy and super functional, you know?
Yep. It works nicely.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, well, thanks, CJ, for sending us your video. So if you're listening and you do have a booth that you'd like to share, upload a video to our Facebook page, the Pro Audio Suite group. Please share.
I've got to go cut some wood.
Yeah, I've got to saw up a couple of inches.
Well, that was fun. Is it over?
The Pro Audio Suite recorded using RØDE NTG5s and Source Connect. Edited by Andrew Peters and mixed by Voodoo Radio Imaging.
With tech support from George the Tech Witter.
Help us share the show with more people and get your hands on exclusive content by contributing to our Patreon page.
See patreon.com/Pro Audio Suite.
Don't forget to subscribe to the show and join in the conversation on our Facebook group. To leave a comment, suggest a topic, or just say g'day, drop us a note at our website.
ProAudioSuite.com.